Only take a when I'm this. I became 3 times on my headstone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the headstone. Too late, you already lived.
It was written in the children's story. Their life's a so what you want? Every day I struggle with it. Only God could tell me slipping. I'm infinitely big through the genesis. Dead presidents, drop a gem on them. On earth, these the last days. Throw your get money, quiet storm. Have it stars. For the cream, renegade. For the money, only green is the I'm a player on the late night tips. So these see the prototype. Fingertips, reservoir dog. Check the skull, ignorant. Can I live? Still film it, kiss to death, friend protect your neck. 3 boys in the Cadillac, grave digger, kiss to death, friend protect your neck. Shame on the 3 boys in the Cadillac, grave digger.
Money over on my headstone. Here lies young getting paid for. Never take a loss on my headstone. Only take a.
Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. Happy to be with you. And, CD, as we get this thing going, give the folks at home something to keep their eye on.
The running game for both teams, because I think this is going to be an old-fashioned, old-school type of a game. Physical, who wins up front, who runs the ball the best and controls the clock, they will come out the victor.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. On the carry, here's Marshawn Lynch. And an alley to run. He's at the 50, the 40, 30, the 20, 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Marshawn Lynch, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. The first play from scrimmage. Some of these people haven't even taken their seat.
That's what is commonly known as a fast start. That's what my horse racing friends would say. They caught a flyer out of the gate, and guess what? They're in the lead now.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
No. Check. Patriot.
To throw on 2nd down. Graham into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Let's go.
Following the interception here, Mariota steps away to his left. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. First down, the run with Lynch. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
And how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
Sliding out of the pocket, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver, and now it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. To throw is Mariota. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trumaine Johnson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson, and he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He finds his man Johnson, and he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. This is Carson. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Right back to him on 1st down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving him a whole lot of credit and thanking him for that much space to rumble.
They run it with Carson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle coming from the safety, Trey Flowers. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he gets it down to the 32. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now it's Carson. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Space to run past the 20. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Operating from the gun, Graham. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when and told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Graham. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his throw here's incomplete. Jeff Swain, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Dalvin away and bring up second down.
Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
On third down, Mariota trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off, and this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. The intended receiver there, Allen. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Off the play fake. Graham being chased out left. This is caught. 23 yards on the play.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
They'll try to run with Carson, and he keeps fighting his way into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great play there, taking it in. And the Patriots are an extra point away from going out in front. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a give to Lynch. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Now a second down throw for Mariota. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Captain Mutterland. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. We'll come back here right after this.
All right, here we go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Robert Quinn able to drop him for a loss of 4. So after the sack here, 2nd and 14. From the gun, Graham. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33, and they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Throwing again, Mariota on 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. A second down throw here for Mariota. And now he'll tuck it and run. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. As the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They come out here in the eye. Mariota to sneak it. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Marcus Mariota scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Cowboys are in for 6. And oh, it's no good. For the second time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Good coverage that time by Malcolm Butler.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Cowboys. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Let's go.
Final play of the half here. Mariota looking deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Here's Carson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 46. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Johnson, the intended target. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Following the penalty, Lynch. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Mariota. That's caught inside the 20. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the
hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. On 1st down, Graham toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The tight end, C.J. Uzama, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go. Operating from the gun, Graham. This is Johnson. He's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
We used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll toss it out to Carson. Oh, he shifts past him. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
I remember playing, and from a safety's perspective, when you saw a toss play and trying to see guys get to the edge and get outside, that was always a tough moment because where do you go to pick up the ball carrier? If they seal the edge and seal the perimeter, they're going to bounce that outside. It's a lot longer run, and you got to make sure your angle is right because once they get to the edge, they're going to pick up good yardage. Your job now is to make sure they don't go all the way for a touchdown. You have to become an excellent tackler against a lot of bodies out leading a runner. And on this play, the defenders were finally able to rally to the ball after a big pickup of yardage and herd him out of bounds.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. Looking to throw. Graham. And these guys are going to have the football back as the third quarter comes to an end. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. They start the drive with Lynch. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Mariota now on 2nd down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense. And this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Yeah, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Patriots take over. So the Patriots coming out now. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a toss play. It's Carson. And running with power here. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's taken down inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
Set! Green
Back to throw. Graham under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Quan Alexander leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. They'll buy some time right. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage.
Hurry up, here we go.
But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Black 99 Philly. Here we go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the sideline, it's complete. An athletic grab, but still well short of the first. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. They go play action here on 1st down. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Off the play fake, Mariota. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Cowboys. Evan Ingram, 77 yards. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
This fielded at the 2. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again.
Here we go now.
Throwing on 1st down. Graham. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
3-19. Gone, 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 gone.
On 1st and 10, Graham dancing to his left. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing here, Mariota. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now Mariota. Flushed out right. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. And now here's a sneak, maybe looking to run a little time. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. It's a pickup of 2, and that's good enough to just about write a finish to this one. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mariota to throw it this time. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Mariota to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Well, as to say,